How's it going, everyone? Pokemon Star Neo, and today we are standing on business. That's why I have the suit and tie on. No, I just was out of interview. Anyway, I gotta get these intros faster. It is time for the Grand Challenge number 4 of 2026. Yes, this is the first one of the year, which is fun too. But yeah, this is Toler Webb's team that he used at a regionals who win. Only big change is I have Iron Plate instead of Metal Coat, and then Water Terra instead of Fairy Terra. Mostly because I feel like I still get a little bit more out of Water Terra than I do Fairy, especially if I'm facing other Goldango. And Iron Plate, just because I couldn't find a Metal Coat, and they do roughly the same thing. But yeah, so I have Incineroar with Intimidate with the Grass Terra, Citrus Berry, Fake Out, Parting Shot, Flare Blitz, and Knockoff, Ogre Pond, Wellspring with the Water Terra, obviously Water Absorb, Ivy Cudgel, Follow Me, Horn Leech, and Spiky Shield, Raging Bolt with the Fairy Terra, Photosynthesis, Assault Vest, Thunderclap, Snarl, Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, Goldango with the Water Terra, like I said, Iron Plate, like I said, Shadow Ball, Make It Rain, Nasty Plot, Protect, Urshifu, Single Strike with the Unseen Fist, Dark Terra, Focus Sash, Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, Close Combat, Detect, Tornadus, last but not least with the Steel Terra. It's going to have Prankster, Rocky Helmet, Tailwind, Bleak Windstorm, Protect, and Rain Dance. I like this team. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I see kind of consistent results with it when I'm on ladder, so that's what I'm going to go into this tournament with. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go straight to the battles. So I'm doing what everyone doesn't suggest and starting right when it starts, mostly because I have a busy day tomorrow and Traders Season 4 comes out tonight. And I want to watch that. Love reality comps. So we are facing up against the Burnt Salmon already at 1545. They've been prepping. Alright, so we got Cobalion, we got Lando, not Calrissian, Dragonite. Alright. I feel like I need to be a little speedy. On the plus side, they don't have, I don't know. I think they might know what this team is and may not know my little surprise. Kinda want Fake Out Pressure and all that stuff, but it could be Inner Focus, they could do this, they could do that. And then I feel like I need a safer switch in. You're attempting to bring in but I feel like there's a lot of things in there that could mollywop you. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go trust my instincts. I'm gonna bring you. Also, late game Incin might come in clutch. Or not late game, but it's a nice switch in, because if they try and do some icy shenanigans, I can switch into that pretty free. Yeah. Alright, suit and tie. Or not suit. I don't have the jacket on. Alright. I do miss my Pokemon Legend ZA picture. Both of them. I have one. Alright, so Landorus and Chien-Pao. Two things I was slightly worried about at the beginning of this game. I think it would be beneficial to do this. Because I feel like their biggest threat right now has to be me setting up. Or at the very least, they don't want me to have as many turns with Tailwind as possible. So there is that. So I feel like they might go 2 and 2, they might do that. But I am going to Terra just so I can survive a hit from whatever they try and do. Alright, so with the Protect, I should be... I don't know, I feel Chien-Pao, it might behoove them to go into that slot, because, alright, then they're already on a timer. Or I'm already on. They're gonna Throat Chop me. Not great damage. They're gonna Earth Power me. So I wasted my Protect and my Terra. Whoa! Oh yeah, we are starting off terrible. So many things went wrong there. I don't think I can truly recover. These are all fun things. So now I'm just kind of forced to Tailwind. Ivy, Cudgel, Landorus probably protects here. So I'm gonna go into Chiampao. Well, things did not go according to plan. Not by any means. So we're gonna have to try and make this work. Alright, they're gonna Terra. Let's see. Probably the Lando. Yeah. What is it? Poison. That Sludge Bomb's gonna hurt. I mean, these kind of like the they don't protect, unfortunately. That's something I was kind of hoping for, but alright, Ivy Cudgel's gonna be you. Maybe you're... Alright, doesn't do a whole lot. Throat Chop. You should still survive. And then, ooh, that Rocky Helmet damage. Sludge Bomb is gonna do a hefty chunk. Yep, that chunk was hefty. We are not doing good. This is probably an L right here, and the sad part is, yeah, I can't really do anything. Kind of Rain Dance. Yeah, Throat Chop. I think they can just do whatever, honestly. So even Rain Dancing is not even ideal. So I'm gonna Bleak Wind. And then how many turns of Trick Room does Ryan have? Or not Trick Room, Tailwind. 3 turns of Tailwind. Yeah. We'll do this. Fake Out. Alright, that's something. Ice Shard. That's something, and we survive. We're gonna Bleak Wind, hit both targets. Alright, this is how we crawl back into this game. Alright, so Lando flinches, cannot move. I would imagine... There's a few things I can see happening. They could have Overpaw in the back. They have Flutter Mane. Yeah, let's see, what do you got? You are Photosynthesis, and you... Oh, Special Attack. Might not be too bad for us, and we're gonna Flare Blitz right into you. Lando's gonna protect. Makes sense. Alright. Bleak Wind is gonna go into that Protect. And then it will hit the Flutter. Does about a third, maybe a fourth. It's gonna get Icy Wind off. Alright. How much can I do into you? My speed naturally will fall. Because, you know, Icy Wind. Flare Blitz will go in. That should knock out Flutter from there. Probably should have Protect. But I didn't want to do too much recoil as well. Dragonite. This probably has Stomping Tantrum. Alright. Well, I don't know exactly what you're going to do. So we have 1 turn of Tailwind. I'm going to Flare Blitz into you. Earth Power is faster because of that Icy Wind, and that is GG's and our first L. Our first battle didn't go so hot, but you know, it's okay. It's a big tournament. Burn Salmon, you have my respect. So first 3 matches, we're at a loss. I gotta clock in, I gotta lock in, and see how this goes. Alright. They might underestimate me because my rating is garbage. Alright, so this is going to be Toxic Stall. Thinking I like you bunch. I need special attackers though because of toxic debris. Like you, I think we go you two. And then have you all in the back. I could bring you out. Then who do I swap, give up? You know what? I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna go these bunch. Been seeing quite a few dozos here. All right. Here we are at Blubberry Academy. Alright, Ogerpon and... Alright. I'm okay with this right now. I'm going to make it rain. I'm gonna Snarl. Just spread moves. My big goal here is to take out the Glamora without having it spread any toxins. Now I know Ogerpon's Teal Mass. It's the speedier variant. I know it's usually Ivy Cudgel, Woodhammer, or Grassy Glide if it's on a team with Rilla. Alright, so I'm gonna get the Terra off. So I feel like it's... getting rid of Golden Go right now would be pretty beneficial for them. Then they don't have to worry about it as much. Ivy Cudgel will go in too. How did they make that read? Alright, this Meteor Beam... Please, let this Meteor Beam miss. Let it 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 miss. I'm not having a good time. Why would you think that I would... Terra, how did you know I was gonna Terra there? Don't tell me it was that advertised. Fudge muffins. Alright. New tactic. We're gonna nuke Glamora. Get detect. Just because I can see some crazy shenanigans happen. Alright. Ivy Cudgel will go into the detect. Earth Power. Thankfully we survived that. Special defense goes down. Draco Meteor will go into you. Alright, we get rid of the Glamora. We don't have to worry about any of the toxic debris. How did you get that call? How? I need answers. Alright. I want a Wicked Blow into you. I'm gonna go into Ogerpon. Alright, Tatsugiri, the former Titan, arrives on the scene. Alright, and then all its stats will rise. Raging Bolt will go out. Did I have to? Not really, but it's good having Ogerpon here. They're gonna terrestrialize. If it's fairy type, we're better. It is. It is. It is fairy type. I'm really missing Goldango now. Order Up is going to go into you. This is not going to do diddly squat. That was terrible. And it has Rocky. Alright, Rocky Helmet ain't so bad, though. And then a Raging Bolt in here. I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. We are kinda... Okay, Earthquake. Yeah. I think I was just kind of screwed here. Soon as they made that call on my Goldango, that was it. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel's not doing anything. The sad part is this one is probably gonna make it into the video, because alright, what are we gonna do? We're gonna detect Ivy Cudgel, because we have a chance to crit at least. It's not a good chance, but it is a chance. Order Up. We at least survive. Ivy Cudgel, we need that crit. We don't get it. All they have to really do is Earthquake, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Sucker Punch doesn't do a whole lot. We are saluting you. Just put us out of our misery. Earthquake. And then it's GG's. Ah. Dang. There's so much talent here. Not much else I can do. So we have lost 5 in a row. Not good. But, you know what? We start low, then we climb our way top. That is what I'm going to tell myself. And finally, a fellow under 15er. Alright. So I do have the speed on my side. I'm going to utilize that. The downside is you do not have a Rocky Helmet, or you do not have Covert Cloak, which I did debate on bringing that, but oh well. Feel I could get more coverage out of you. And who do I want for my last pawn? Typically, you're nice. I do think I need more special output, so we're gonna go with you. Alright. This is where we break our losing streak. You know, it's been so very long since Lady Luck kissed me, but I listened for her song and hope that she missed me. If you get that reference, you're awesome. Alright, so they got the Rapid Strike. Okay. What do you have? Oh, White Herb. Oh, wait. So that just brings our stuff. So you don't have any other abilities, which is good. Ooh. The thing is, I can fake out you. We can fake out me. Pokemon. Gotta fake them all out. Did they fake out that? They fake out my cat first. We get Tailwind. Surging Strikes. Oh, you're not gonna like the repercussions of that. You know, I was saying already how, like, I don't think I should have had Covert Cloak on there. But this might actually work out in Ryan's favor. It still hurts a lot, but it technically is... Yikes. Alright. I don't think they want to do that again. I'm gonna Bleak Wind. Feel like it might be better for Tornadus to swap out into Raging Bolt, just in case they do that again. And then I'm going to Parting Shot the Ensign. Yeah. Aqua Jet. Oh, goes into the wrong Mon. And Parting Shot. Then we're gonna go into Urshifu. Knockoff is gonna go into you. That's gonna hurt us a little in the long run, but for our intents and purposes right now, that's fine. I'm gonna close combat. We have to play a little bit more aggressive now. We do have Tailwind up. That is a plus for us, but at the same time, we are a little low when it comes... Okay, Ensign is going to go out. Who's coming in? Electrophoria. Alright, that's not horrible. That's some good damage. That is not just good damage, that's great damage. Alright, Thunderbolt will go into you. Urshifu is down, and that is a whole bunch of scary physical damage out of the way. Alright, we have found life in this game. Good news is we have not Terra'd. I think we're going to do that right now. Then Snarl. Right now, Urshifu is pressuring with the amount of damage it can potentially do. If we're lucky, we get a Terra out of them as well, then we know how to play the rest of this game. But the fact that we took out their Urshifu Rapid Strike and their Raging Bolt is super low, that's going to help out a bunch. Alright. More information. Raging Bolt is going to be... Ooh, Steel type. Alright. We're going to detect. See what you do. Fake Out goes in. Yeah, alright. We're getting there, y'all. We're going to Snarl. That means... I gotta say, I do love Raging Bolts. Alright, yeah. I love its, alright. Name, Electrophoria. Sounds very, Mad Maxy. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be iconic on the Fury Road. Alright. Thunderclap is gonna go into Urshifu. That does a hefty chunk. That's okay. Oh, Thunderclap will not go into you as a result. Close combat. Boom. Ah, fudge, it lives. That's not good. Flare Blitz. Alright, so it'll simultaneously knock out. Alright. We do have Fake Out pressure here. I might just have to save it just so we can, Alright, Goldango. Not exactly who I want to see at the end game, but can't always choose that. I'm tailwinding. Alright, so Thunderclap's not gonna work. Snarl. It's not gonna take both out. We just really have to lower Goldengo's special output. So we do survive, that's huge. And then we also have speed control. I believe our special has not been lowered, so we should be good. We might end our losing streak. Alright. Let me just check. Okay, attack is down, but we don't need that. We're gonna Thunderclap into you. We're going to knock off into you. Okay, you're protected. I can't expect it to be that easy. Thunderclap will go in. We knock out Furiosa. Alright, we might win our first battle. We might win our first battle of the Grand Challenge number 4. It was a rough start. It was a slow start. Kind of like a slow start. It did take about 6 turns for us to get this right. We're gonna Thunderclap. We're gonna knock off. We're gonna have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the holidays. Knock off. Yay. I accidentally pressed to stop the recording on that, but we did win that. So thank you, yeah. As I placed down my controllers on my laptop. Against William, they have some cool mons here. Garganackle. Alright, they're gonna want to go slow. I like having y'all here. I think I'm gonna have you in the back. And then you. Yeah. I don't know, just don't feel comfortable bringing in Urshifu and then Tornadus. I mean, I can do Bleak Wind. I can make it rain, or not make it rain, but I can have the weather condition rain. And then Bleak Wind, I don't think is as advantageous in this matchup. Alright. So, we are going to go for broke and go, ooh. We just high risk, high reward. We would be burning our Terra early. Wait. You have wide guard. If I'm not mistaken. So, we're doing this. This should help with us potentially knocking out the Farigiraf. Because right now it wants to essentially just set up oh, it doesn't wide guard. We could have went for it. I mean, it stands to reason that it probably would have. Shadow Ball is going to go into you. That's not going to be enough. Foul play. Okay. Earthquake. I am fine with all of that. End up knocking out their own Pokemon. Alright, that puts us in a good position, though. Eyes in hand. Alright, they got Quark Drive. I mean, your special ain't gonna be all that special. I'm going to Spiky Shield. Let's make it... We're gonna make it rain. Alright, Spiky Shield goes off. We're ahead. We don't have to worry. Fake Out will go into Spiky Shield. And then it will do some chip damage, which is super good. Alright, we're gonna make it rain. I'm so used to the Assault Vest variant on Iron Hands that I'm not used to seeing, that much damage being done to it. My opponent is very much going for off-meta sets, which I'm not going to complain about. I think, actually, seeing who we have, going to Raging Bolts here, Incin here. And then we get Fake Out Pressure, we can do some fun stuff. We also reset our special attack on our Goldengo. Alright, we had a rough start, but we're starting to get we're starting to get our luck back. Horn Leech, not very effective. Wild Charge does a chunk. That's good. So, what do I feel like doing? Feel like we're gonna Thunderbolt here. I'm down to Fake You Out. Okay. That's fair. So we're not going to really accomplish anything. But neither do they. I could swap out later if I wanted to. I think we're gonna Draco. We're gonna Parting Shot. Ivy Cudgel will go into you. We live, which is nice. And we get to proc our berry. Then we can make our swap in as well. Draco Meteor will miss. No. Okay. We're not out of the woods. We have a good advantage, but we are most certainly not out of the woods now. We're gonna go Goldengo. And then what are they gonna do? Drain Punch? Yeah. It's not gonna do a whole bunch. We're gonna try this again. We're also gonna bait a Protect here. I wouldn't mind bringing out Incin again, mostly because I want to weaken the Ogre Pawn. It's gonna protect. I'm gonna protect. Draco Meteor will hit this time. Will it be enough? It is. Alright. So I'm going to swap you out. Just 1v1. We've already lowered it so much. And then we are going to Shadow Ball? Yeah, we're going to Shadow Ball. Because that way, next turn we can worry about fake out. Alright, we're gonna lower its attack again. It's gonna terrestrialize. Great thing about this, we don't have to worry about, what is it? We don't have to worry about water absorb. It was a little bit of a rough start for my opponent, but they're starting to crawl back a little bit. Ivy Cudgel. Wait, did I not do fake out? Oh no, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, that's right, I put it in. Sorry. I was, by the animation of everything, it's a little further off. But this is actually great for us, because now we go into Raging Bolt. Then all we have to do is just Thunderclap. And if they keep shielding and all that stuff, we just Shadow Ball. Spiky Shield. Alright, so they're in check right now. They would have to do it 8 times in a row and be successful. Which I don't see happening. Thunderclap. Shadow Ball. Alright, Thunderclap will go through. Ooh, just a sliver of help. Ivy Cudgel. It's gonna go into you. Doesn't do anything. It's all the intimidates and the parting shots. Shadow Ball will go in. And that is GG's. I gotta give props to my opponent. They fought hard. And yeah, I think we could have definitely misplayed and things could have gotten a lot worse, but we didn't. But here we are up against Josh. They have a... Alright, so they got double genies and they got Psy Spam. We got genies too. I'll have you know. I think... I like you two. I like Fiona. And then, yeah, Urshifu. So we are still under 1,500 because of my 5 losses. We're climbing up. So Josh may think we're terrible. They might underestimate me. So I'm kind of banking on that. Well, not banking on it. I have a strategy against this, but essentially, usually, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Psy Spam is the best way, but they might go that. Alright, so Ogre Pawn, Raging Bolt. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm down to Thunderbolt you, and then Protect. That way I can get Tailwind 1 turn more. They're gonna Rain Dance. That's fine. Ivy Cudgel will not hit. Alright, if we can get off this Thunderbolt and you go down here. Dang. That would have been something. The one person that actually puts focus. Well, Focus Sash has its uses. I really wish I could hit both. I kind of want Thunderbolt you. Actually, I think we have to Snarl here. Snarl. This is... Alright. I think we got it in time. Oh no, we did not. Whoops. Tailwind. Okay, that's fine. Ish. Yikes. Shout out to my opponent for outplaying me. Ivy Cudgel is gonna hurt a lot, but not enough. Alright, so... I'm kind of done with your shenanigans. Actually. I'm gonna snarl again. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do last turn and go into Ogre Pond. Okay. This is why we make decisions we commit. If only I was a split second faster. Ivy Cudgel will go into... Ooh, interesting. Snarl will go into you both. So we're chipping away. We only knew. Thing is, like, I feel like we're both trying to suss each other out. The great thing is we have Tailwind for later, which is really important. Neither of us have used our Terras yet. Might have to... Okay, Incin comes out. I'm down to Thunderbolt, turn a Spiky Shield. My opponent and I were just feeling each other out, seeing what we're gonna do. Spiky Shields. What are you doing? Ivy Cudgel. It's doing chip damage into Raging Bolt. We're gonna Thunderbolt into you. Alright, that's okay damage. Should've went up. I think they know I'm playing pretty passively. And it is working to their favor. Okay, so they got Rain, which also means... Right, there's one turn of Rain. I have not used Terra yet. So, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna swap into Tornadus here. I'm gonna Terra. I'm gonna follow me, and I'm gonna hope for the best. Alright. And then what we'll probably do afterwards, we'll get the Tailwind off. We'll go from there. I have to go into this, try and get the attacks off on into Ogre Pond. Save. They're gonna follow me. Alright. Sludge Bomb. It's a solid chunk. Okay. My team will... This is the easiest protect ever. Now, do I want to transfer over? They can very much swap in anything they choose. I think we go into Raging Bolt. Biggest reason is they can, without a doubt, want to switch up into their Incin if they so choose. I would have done that, but okay. They're not going to, which honestly works in our favor. Depends on how they target here. We're gonna protect. We're gonna Sludge Bomb into the wrong slot. And a Horn Leech, and that's not going to do anything. This is good. Alright, we're going to Tailwind here. The Draco... I think we have to Draco. We're going to Draco into Ogerpon. At this point, because we have Tailwind for the remainder of the game... Ooh, okay. I'm not opposed to this. Incin comes out. We're in a Tailwind. Because if I Snarled, that would just be more incentive for it to go. Alright, that's a pretty decent chunk off of the Incineroar. Sludge Bomb is going to get off, and then we'll get a free switch in into Hoon. Alright, well, wait. Why are we stopping? Okay. I think it's time we bring in Urshifu. We're gonna protect. We're gonna detect. Is it a bit televised? Yeah, but at the same time, that fake out pressure is not good. Or, yeah. Incin will go out. Who's more likely to swap? Lando or... How many turns of Tailwind do we have? 2 turns. So we're gonna Bleak Wind. I'm gonna Wicked Blow. Ogerpon's going, so we made the right call. I was figuring it's more likely if I went into Wicked Blow there, it would be worse for me. So we are not out of the woods, but that does a decent chunk into Lando. Bleak Wind will take out Landorus. And then we might be good here. Because all we have to do is protect for the last turn of Tailwind. And then we can just have fun with these their last 2 Pokemon. Yeah. But yeah, alright. So Ogerpon will come out here. Yeah, because last turn Tailwind. We are going to protect. We're going to detect. Battle is canceled. GG's to my opponent. That was a fun game. Like they definitely knew what was what the name of the game was. They were pretty smart. Yeah. All right, this will get us out of the 1400s. If we win this one, obviously. Granted, that's only the first step. We also have to do pretty well in this tournament, but I get it. Losing 5 in the beginning puts you at a bit of a setback. All right, so what do we got? We got Trick Room is their main source of speed control. I'm not opposed to bringing out the kitty first. Well, Dango might be good for... I like Goldango here. What is their most likely lead? I can see Ensign and Flutter, or Flutter. I think it's going to be some combination of Ensign, Flutter Main, and Raging Bolt. One of them. I could try and... I think I'm gonna do this. Alright, I need to make decisions. We're gonna do this. Mostly because I'm pretty sure Trick Room will come up. It's just what they decide to lead with that I have to deal with. Alright, if I win this, I get out of the 1400s. Which is what, come on. I just did an inspiring video earlier this week. Like, come on, I gotta lock in, I gotta get this good. You're standing on business here. Usually you are lefties, so I'm going to nasty plot here. They don't have any way to stop my priority moves. Covert Cloak. It's not a bad... I think, in general, having Covert Cloak is pretty good, but... Oh, they're putting in their own Ensign. So, Raging Bolt, Ensign, Cresselia. I'm gonna Fake Out. It's not gonna do anything, obviously. I'm gonna Nasty Plot. We scheming. We trying to put the hurt in. Alright, they flinch. Okay, so you're not... Interesting. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to Terrasilize. Because they didn't have leftovers. I didn't see... like, they're not Covert Cloak. So what are you? Assault Vest? Oh, we just knocked that out. Not that I'm too surprised. I mean, we are plus... we are +2. Alright, so we do knock off... What do we knock off? Assault Vest here. Flare Blitz will go into you. We survive that pretty well. They lose their Trick Room user. Raging Bolt will naturally come out. Yeah, we're gonna Parting Shot here. Unprotect. Alright, right now... Alright, Thunderclap, yeah, not gonna... It's your last Pokemon. That's the big question. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the Ursaluna. Who do I want here? You're good because you can get some serious damage out. You're good for redirection. I'm not too opposed to having you come back in later. But with this, we can redirect some moves. And then we threaten even Terra. You know what? That's what my head first went to. Urshifu also could get Terra. Alright, U-turn. We're going to see what their last Pokemon is. That is a critical hit. It is Ursaluna. Alright, so it already will get that going for it. I'm gonna follow me. Going to make it rain. It's gonna protect. Alright. Follow me. I'm gonna make it rain. Alright, how much is this actually gonna do? It is single target. It does half. Not too bad. Thunderbolt will go into you. That's enough, even with the drop. Okay. Lose some HP. I don't want to reveal Urshifu just yet. We're going to Incin. You just protected. I'm down to fake you out. Where's that too telegraphed? Telegraphed or not, I think it's a good move. Ursaluna will go out. Alright. If you're worthy Assault Vested one, what is Raging Bolt? Okay. I'm gonna make it rain. It's not going to do a whole lot into... Ooh, it actually does a fair bit into Incin. Going to Parting Shot. Where are you at? You are at -1. I want to protect. They've yet to Terra. Coldango, fake out as much as you. And then Thunderbolt. We may have to risk a big move here. What's your special looking like? Your special defense. It's nothing to go. It's nothing too great. I don't know. I think we have to roll the dice with you. Let's see. Thunderclap? Yeah. We do survive, which is very good. Oh wait, you are... That's my bad. Alright, make it rain. So close. Yet so far away. We're gonna knock off. So Raging Bolt is down. I don't know why I didn't notice the Life Orb. That is something that I should have paid attention to. Knock off. That means I get a free switch in. Okay. I need to protect here. Let's see, are you -1? Yeah. We're gonna Flare Blitz into you. We're gonna protect. Is it a ghost? Yeah, okay, cool. So we can Wicked Blow you. when the time comes. Flare Blitz will go into their Incineroar. Is it enough? It is not. We get recoil damage. They're going to Flare Blitz into my Detect, not to Protect, regardless. They're going to Earthquake. It's going to knock out both of the cats. It's going to both the kitties go down. Alright, and then we get one more attack off, and we just go Wicked Blow right into there. Even if it survives it would have to get 2 attacks off. So I think, yeah, we pretty much locked this in. Wicked Blow. At least let me get the animation off. Yep, wabam! It lives on just a sliver of health at a critical hit. It's gonna facade me. I live on 1, but you, my dude, are burned. So you know what? Honestly, that's a way better ending to this battle. GG's. Very well played. Yeah, that was super close. Congratulations, Oscar. With that, we are over 1,500. You know, all right, so we got the momentum swinging back. Now we have to keep this up. I'm hoping, obviously, my goal for any of these is always stay positive on each day, or at least like make sure that the amount I do, I'm adding to my win ratio and not giving too much to my losing ratio. All right. Who do they have? Ooh, okay. Some Pokemon. We have not seen Pheasantipity in quite some time. You are not gonna appreciate. I think we try and set up you to sweep. Yes. The downside is there is fake out pressure. I want you to, and then that's 2 fairy types, so that's not too ideal. And then we have quite a few things to handle their Blood Moon. Okay. TC Macais? Whatever it is copyrighted. Alright, so they're sending some birds. Not favorable. Kinda want to swap you out. I'm gonna swap in. We're gonna Tailwind. Alright, Goldango, you enter the fray. We're gonna Tailwind. Let's see, what do they do? They're gonna Tailwind. Tailwind for Tailwind. They're gonna Icy Wind. Toxic Chain will go against Tornadus, so it will be badly poisoned. Not great. I will be a little greedy in Nasty Plot, because I feel like they could definitely Toxic Stall me. I'm gonna call their bluff. I'm even going to Rain Dance. Oh, okay, so bluff not called. Brave Bird will go into you. Yeah, Tornadus is not going to survive this turn. So it's gonna get, it's not a free, oh, it's gonna Heat Wave. That does nothing. And it burns me, so more chip damage. We love this. I mean, good call on the rain. But yikes, yeah, Tornadus is down. So threat level for my Goldango has skyrocketed. We're gonna go into Raging Bolts. Do some shenanigans. Pheasantipity, I dare you. I double dare you. I can see them wanting to swip out. Okay, yeah. Swip out. Switch out. But, yeah. It's gonna Icy Wind. Alright. Now, Raging Bolts. Yikes, the speed drops. So, good news is we do not get the badly poison does not happen here. Excellent. Pheasantipity, C'est la vie, you are out of here. You are gone. Alright. We're not in a good spot. Ursaluna will come out now. We've taken quite a few hits. I think we're going to try and make it rain here. Try and make something happen. Actually, might be smarter to protect here. We could try and thunderclapping. Actually, we're gonna Fairy Terra. Thunderbolt. Alright. Alright, so Pheasantipity was causing us serious problems. It's going to detect again, so we get that call right. Going to protect Goldango. Earth Power goes into you. So we could have gotten a little more off, but that's fine. Thunderbolt will go into you. Their Zapdos is donezo. So we don't have to worry about that Defiant. Tailwinds will peter out. We're gonna send out their Ogerpon. We're gonna swap in. Do I? Alright, I feel Raging Bolt is more useful, especially when it has its power back. So I think we Hail Mary, make it rain, then we go into Ogerpon. Because I feel like if I were to swap in Ogerpon there, it doesn't live. Whereas if I swap you in, I mean, like, Raging Bolt might survive here. Alright, so we're going pure. That's actually good for us. Because then we can just go straight into... Hyper Voice. Alright, now does my Goldango resist? It does resist. Alright, we're doing good. Okay. Make It Rain will go off. It's going to be single target. Nice. And their Ursaluna, they just wasted their Terra. This is good. How many turns of rain? Not that I think they're going to do any water type moves, but I think we Shadow Ball. It's risky for them to go for a water type move. Oh, they have Guts of Steel. Alright. So, the good news is we do a good chunk into their Ogre Pond. And then we have them trapped now. Because with Raging Bolt, all we have to do is keep Thunderclapping. And then Horn Leech. Thunderclap will go in, brings it to the red. They're going to Horn Leech. That's a lot. But it's not enough. And then Horn Leech will go in, and then we get the W. Good job. Up against Warp. They have a Sun team. They have a Sun team. So they have a way to set it manually, and they have Tornadus to do it as well. The good part about that is we can use that to our advantage. So I do want to bring you to... I don't know if I want to do it later or right now. It puts a target on you if I do that. Not opposed to bringing you out first. If I Terra you, our Terra would have to be you. You would resist, but we would also need water up. I have to think now. Alright, yeah. I'm going with this. I think I'm not underestimating my opponent here. I think they have a pretty solid team. It depends on how either one of us really plays. Because there's a lot of traps that I can set for myself by going a certain way. So they're going to send out Tornadus and Ogre Pond. Cool. Incin and Raging Bolt. Let's see. I want to fake you out just to be safe. I don't mind if I get some recoil. And then we're going to hit Thunderous. Because I don't know what they have cooking in Tornadus. I would think Tailwind would be probably the easiest choice for them to make. Okay, so they protect. They're gonna spike a shield. Alright. I don't want to say I am confident enough to just Aerograss and then go away, especially with how their team is kind of like constructed. I will say going in Goldango is pretty safe here. I'm still down to Thunderbolt. Do I want a Thunderbolt? because if I swap out, basically I have options if I bring in Voldango here. Because then neither of their Pokemon can really do anything to it. That pressures them to switch, which is what I ultimately want. Encore. Good as gold. That's not gonna work. Air Slash will go in. Does nothing, so Encore. We're gonna Snarl. We break. Sash. So Air Slash is pretty good here. Is there anything they can bring in that would resist? Well, yeah, there's two things they can bring in that can resist that. But most of them are special attackers, so we're just gonna Snarl again. Because my strategy here, listen, I know you have a lot of fire types, and I know that you will do well in the sun. So you can bring in your special attackers, but it won't do anything. Alright, we bait that out. So, nasty thoughts. We plotting, we scheming. We're gonna Snarl. It's gonna miss. Ogerpon. That's good. We'll go into Tornadus. That's fine. Now we can make it rain. And then I kind of want to go into Incin. The thing is, their Pokemon would be done for. You switch out, it's gonna hurt. So we either protect, and then they can do that, it mitigates some damage, but now I will have fake out pressure going into this. And they're on a timer with Tailwind. Is it a gamble? Because, like, they would most likely go Ivy Cudgel into Incin? Absolutely. But... okay, they're just gutsy. They don't get a crit, which is great. We do get our berry, so we'll get some energy back. Trying to think what they want to do now. Air Slash Mew. Yeah, you could make me flinch. Alright, so we take out both Tornadoes, we take out Ogerpon. This is very good for us. So I don't even need to fake out here. I just want to go into Tornadus. So my ultimate goal would be going into, would be Parting Shot. Speed. Alright. How many turns of Tailwind? They got 2 turns of Tailwind. I want to protect here. Who scares me more? Flutter scares me more. You're going to be faster, so Incin will be the last thing that moves. Ooh, okay. That's one way. Double protecting is pretty smart. Could have swapped in. That's fine. I think we try and tank. I'm gonna swap in. I want to knock off. I think Parting Shot is still the way to go here, And then we bring in Tornadus Clean. So I have two things I can do. Special attack will rise. They're gonna Terrasilize. We're not out of the woods. They're going to go all in on Fairy. Dazzling Gleam. Not my favorite thing. Raging Bolt does survive. Heat Wave. Alright, Incin does live. That's good for us. Wait, did Raging Bolt also survive? I guess so. Alright. Their Tailwind peters out. I'm going to Thunderclap. It scares me more in the end game. I know you're frail at least, but you are more likely to make a move. I don't know if this thing has a Sunny Day. I'm going to get rid of your weather. That's just something I need to do. Alright, it starts to rain. The photosynthesis will go down. Thunderclap is not going to work. Do you have Trick Room? Calm Mind. Okay. I'm down to, as long as you keep it around, Snarl. Heat Wave is going to miss something. Raging Bolt. I'm down to do this. We're going to Snarl, and we're going to Tailwind. I want you to take something out. We're going to Tailwind. Alright, Calm Mind, Protect, Dazzling Gleam. We're going to Snarl here. It's not going to do a whole bunch either. But that's not the point. We're going to just Calm Mind. That's fine. They're going to Nasty Plot. I think we're going to Thunderbolt. Weak Wind. They have a pretty stally set right here. They haven't given up, which is important. I think once we can just focus down on Ninetales, we should be good. Ninetales speed falls. Thunderbolt will go into you. We take care of that, so that's one less Pokemon to worry about. It's gonna keep Calm Minding. That's okay. I can do this all day. We're just Snarl. We're going to Weak Wind. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright. It's gonna be incremental. It does miss. They're just gonna keep Calm Minding. Special is gonna go up. I just want to mitigate its damage output. Maybe if we make it slower as well. I don't need the rain up. If I do bring in Incin, I could Flare Blitz into that. But yeah. I think they understand that they have... Their best thing is to, like, just stall things out. Alright, so we're gonna lower their special. They're gonna Dazzling. Still gonna hurt. Okay, Tornadus does still survive. Crit on the Raging Bolt. The rain has stopped. We lower the almighty special attack. We're gonna Fake Out. We're gonna Tailwind. They could very much win this game. I think they're playing smart enough where they have enough damage output. Alright, so Fake Out does a hefty chunk. We're gonna Tailwind. I'm gonna check next turn if we have lowered their speed. We have not lowered their speed once. Regardless, my way I play this is pretty simple. Bleak Wind, and then just chip away at it. Alright, speed is lowered. Flare Blitz will go in, and that is GG's. Well done to my opponent. Yeah, this was a crazy battle. That was a lot of fun. They did have a win. And they kept playing to it. So my hat's off to my opponent. Up against Vovo Max Ben 10. They have a pretty good... Yeah, because they can go fast, they can go slow, they can size spam. They can do it all. The question is, what do they want to do? Ben 10, well, I mean, yeah, Ben 10. I'm gushing too much over their name. A lot of good versatility. Oh, wait, they don't have, For a second, I thought I could have sworn I saw, Fluttermane there. Works for me. Feel like if I bring you out, Princess Fiona, who else would be good here? You resist everything that Chi-Yu can dish out, and you can lower. Really, you only do. Oh, I gotta think fast. For special and speed control. Alright. Ugh. That was tricky. I needed more time. I like-ish what I brought. I needed a little more thinking time. If I had like 30 more seconds. Alright, so... This is really good lead for me. Alright. Just keep it simple. Yeah, we just keep it simple. Actually, let's not keep it simple. We're gonna Spiky Shield. That way, if they want to tempt me with a... Alright, they're gonna Tailwind. What you got? Ivy Cudgel. We would have lived that. Very least. Alright, we're going to make it rain here. Do I want to swap out? No. I at least want to follow me just in case they try an encore. Because I'd rather be locked into follow me as opposed to, oh, they don't. Cool. That still does so much damage. That does more damage than I think it has the right to, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Ogerpon lives. Naturally. So I'm guessing you were... Covert Cloak. Who are they bringing? Iron Crown. What do you got? Special attack. Alright, where are we at when it comes to... We have 2 turns of Tailwind. I think I want to see what they do, so I'm going to double protect here. Pokemon comes out. I'm guessing Psy Spam. Battlefield got weird. They don't Terra. They're gonna Expanding Spores. Here's the rub. Still feel like I need to go for follow me, just in case. So who do they have in the back? They have 1 Goldango. Alright, they're gonna help in hand. They mean business. They mean business. Just in case they try something funny. Expanding Force. That still does a hefty chunk into Goldango. Good news is, this is their last turn of Tailwind, so we can increase the speed and go for another Make It Rain. They tear out, they lose their defenses. Thing is, there's so much going at you right now. Yeah. So where are you at? You have just Psycho Terrain. We Tailwind here. Typically, Indeedee doesn't carry Protects. I have been wrong before. A lot of times, actually. It is a problem of mine. Make It Rain would be single target. No, it would be neutral. But, yeah, Iron Clown will... Iron Clown. Iron Crown will live that. It will Expanding Force, hit both. Tornadus does live it, which is good. Now I have to go for... We're playing to our outs here. Snarl. My thing is, you don't resist either. So I have to do this. Because it can still just, if it wanted to, go into Ground Terra. And try and lift the attack. Fighting also makes sense. All depends on what goes. Bleak Wind will miss something. Iron Crown. We get rid of Indeedee, though. This is actually pretty good for them. Snarl. Oh, I was so scared of you guys. Ah. Alright. Expanding Force will go with the Snarl. Alright, I'm not too worried. Ogerpon will come out. Psychic Terrain has one more turn. And then my Tailwind has 2 turns. So this is very good. So I'm going to Snarl here. That's just what I have to do. So they can redirect. They're just going to double protect, as they should. We're not out of the woods. Because I can't Thunderclap. Snarl could miss. Draco Meteor. I don't need to worry about Draco Meteor. I think their best bet is to double up into me. Thunderclap is tricky because they can follow me. Thunderbolt is tricky because you will move last, and if they don't go for it, I get hit twice. What is more likely? I think they may bank on the fact that I'm going to. They follow me, they don't. We are faster too, that's another good thing. I don't know how, but we are. Alright, so we get rid of them. Woodhammer. If we survive, we do. They get hit by the recoil. I am pretty sure that's a damage roll, but regardless, GG's. I can't believe we won that. Up against Zoro. We have some fun mons here. They got Smeargle, which concerns me. Means they could do a lot of fun stuff. Trying to... You're pretty good into their team. So... I don't mind going to you. I haven't brought you a bunch. That's not why I'm selecting it. It was just more like, that just makes sense. For you, we can have some weather control and then speed control. Late game. Alright. Let's see. Okay, they're showing Kieran's defeat. Excellent. Raging Bolt and Smeargle. Alright, Incin and Raging Bolt. So, what does Smeargle want to do? We are faster than Smeargle. I want to do this. Because, oh, they fake out. I fake out. Smeargle is faster. Alright, so not too much happens there. What do I want to do? Parting shot. And then where are you? Speed went down, which is very good for us. If you want to snarl, we'll see what happens there. So Raging Bolt's special will be lowered. Smeargle, we're not too concerned about. Thunderbolt will go into you. That is fine. They're gonna score. That makes sense. Gonna make Smeargle a little useless in a second. 4, fake out. Usually it has follow me and wide guard. I'm bringing Urshifu, which means we get a pretty good hit into there for free, basically. What do they switch into? I think we go Wicked Blow into there. And just for lulz, we're just gonna snarl. It's already -2. Okay, who's going in? Flutter's gonna go into there. Photosynthesis, that's good. That means you're not... I mean, I was targeting you anyway, so that's fine. Smeargle is down. Raging Bolt gets its first turn of sleep. Ogerpon will come in. So what do I want to do here? Ogerpon is not going to do anything into you. Say we try and... Oh, it's going to withdraw. I'm still okay with this. Alright, so we got one of their Pokemons down. We're gonna get the Intimidate off, which is not going to do anything. So they're going to Terrasilize, probably Fairy. Yeah. We're going to Terrasilize too. This works out pretty good for us because we can just fake out that slot next turn. Because it would be pretty overkill if you would just target. I feel like it has to be Dazzling Gleam. Moonblast. Oh, it is Moonblast. So it is going to go into you. Does more than a desirable chunk. Raging Bolt is still asleep. I'm down to fake out. We're gonna try and snarl again. Fake out does go through. Raging Bolt will wake up and we are gonna get off the snarl. Alright. Things are lining up into place. Okay, you survive that. Down to Parting Shot. I don't think we survive another attack, so I'm going to Thunderclap into you. Thunderclap will go in. That's a strong amount. Moonblast will go off. Probably go into... Oh, we'll go into you. We do survive. That should proc our berry. Then Thunderbolt will go in. Ah, survives again. Parting shot. Ooh. Do I go for you? I think I want to save Tornadoes for the late game. Alright. I want to play a game. The game is Wicked Blow and Thunderclap. Because right now, things are looking pretty bleak for them. We already established that Thunderclap does a lot. Alright, so they swap out. Great for me. To Ogre Pond. Thunderclap won't go through. And then, let's see, Wicked Blow should do a hefty chunk. Not quite enough. Thunderbolt will go in. That's fine. I'm gonna detect. I'm gonna go into there. Because I could try and Sucker Punch, but it has Follow Me. I do lose Raging Bolts. Thing is, they don't have the recovery though. Thunderbolt goes into nothing. So here's the tricky part for them specifically. They're gonna want to have to switch out. So I can fake out either of these slots. Faking this slot out makes a lot more sense though. I think Wicked Blow, then fake out. Alright, so at least get a fake out right. If we've lowered their special enough, great. Main will come out. Well, the kicker is I need to try and get Tornadus in. I'm going to detect. I'm going to Flare Blitz. It depends if what this thing wants to do right now. I'm going to detect. That's what makes the most sense. Follow me. Few dazzling. Yeah. Alright, takes out Incin. Still -1. Already have Terra down. I'm gonna go into Tornadus. Thing is, your special is so bad. I mean, your HP is pretty bad, or not HP. Well, HP and defense is pretty bad. I do wonder if a Wicked Blow does do it. Let me check again. What is your It's pretty high. I think the Wicked Blow here is worth it. And then I Tailwind. It's gonna follow me. Alright. I think regardless, I had to go for it. And then the big question is, will the Wicked Blow KO? It does not. And then the other big question is, can I survive the Dazzling? It survived the Dazzling. Now I need... This is where things get interesting. Bleak Wind has to hit both and knock out both. Alright, here we go. Flutter Mane will protect. Alright. That's good for me because next time I will be single target. Okay, no. I'm just going to try and stall out Tailwind. I could have Rain Danced here, but I think that's too risky for me. Bleak Wind. There's no Sun Up. Bleak Wind will go through. I know it gets out Ogre Pond. Flutter Mane lives on a sliver of HP. I think that's GG's. There's no way I live another attack from it. That Moonblast. Very well played. And yeah. It was close. Damage rolls, but they did everything they needed to do in order to live that. Shout out to my opponent. Last battle of day 15, or last battle of day 1. 15th battle of the day. Alright, let's see. They have a lot of things that scare me. A lot of things I don't want to have to go up against. Who is most likely to come out? We're down to bring Incin. Try and get things started. I think this might actually be a strong start. Goldango in the back. And then... I don't feel confident bringing you. And I need stronger answer into... They're gonna outspeed. Thing is, they have that priority just to be safe. I'm not bringing in Tornadus mostly because I think they are just going to try and stall and outlast any of the Tailwinds that I set up. And I don't think with what they have that I can properly defend it. Alright, Ogre Pond. Okay, Incin and Ogre Pond here. Can't really set myself up too much. I think they'll probably want to punish. They actually have a really good lead here. Because if I don't fake you out, there's nothing preventing you from Ivy Cudgel. I think we double up into Ogre Pond. Ogre Pond goes out. That's very surprising. Interesting. Fake out. Horn Leech. Thunderbolt will go into you. It's a heavy chunk. I'm down to Parting Shot here. And then Spiky Shield. I think we're good. I think this is it might be predictable, but don't have to make. They're gonna scale shot. 1. All right, so go ahead and use all that up. 2, 3. So 4, 5. Critical hit just to rub salt in the wounds. Defense is going to be lowered. Speed's going to go up. Electro Web. So this circle just be controlled. Do you live this? You don't. I think we go into Gold Tango here. And gotta make it rain. The tough thing is, and you know, this is part of like what they warned us about, I don't really have, I just have to hope that this thing doesn't Terra Fairy. Or if it does, that I make sure that Goldango is around for it. I think we double up into you. Sure. Scale shot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Defense will go down. Speed will rise. We're gonna Ivy Touch. We've had enough of that. Make it rain will go through. It won't take out Raging Bolts. But what it could have been trying to do is do enough of the scale shot so that way chips down my Pokemon. Nah, they don't really need a Tailwind. You're just Electro Webbing. I think we nasty plot. It's risky, but I think Spiky Shield is the way to go. Because I feel like the Follow Me is too obvious. Wood Hammer goes into you, so that will do some damage back. Thunderbolt. Not great damage. Aw, Fudge Muffins. Alright, I tried a big brain move and heavily punished for it. Yeah, I kind of needed things to not go that way. Yeah, I don't think I win this from now. Unless I get another Spiky Shield off, which is doubtful. But, oh, I do. I mean, hey. I'm down to do some chip damage on it. Thunderbolt. Yeah. I think they've won. It's just more so Urshifu needs to kind of come in clutch here. Wicked Blow seems more obvious. I could always Follow Me. I think we're gonna Wicked Blow. Or no, I did that, yeah. And then we try and get something going. Because my thing is, I feel like they want to try and double up into you. And I think it's so easy for me to fall in the trap of just trying to Wicked Blow and worry about priority. So we are going to get the Sucker Punch off. Brings it down to the red. Wood Hammer is going to go into you. So we'll knock out their Ogerpon. And they got Pokemon in the back. So this Thunderbolt is going to hurt. I haven't done enough to lower its special attack. Yeah. And then this is pretty much GG's. Yeah. Let's just go out and Blaze of Glory. Sacred Sword. Not a blaze, but you know what? We had fun. We had fun here. So we had like 5 losses in a row. Then we had a really great winning streak. Then we lost 2. So we still came out positive. And that's the most important thing. Anyway, that's it for this video. So 8-7. Not too bad to start off with, especially with the rough start we had. I didn't show all of the losses in the beginning just because, you know, I don't think it would have made for a great video, but I did show 2 of them and then the good winning streak. And then some more. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. We still got a whole lot more tournament. We got to get more championship points. That's it for now. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.